baby. Please put your hands together for the lone Florida representative representing most valuable gaming, the Beast Salem!
All right. Salem, I don't think we're going to get quite the character of Captain Zach. Salem has always been a silent killer. Blowing some kisses to the crowd, though. All right, I like it.
There it is, man.
He's got his arm all wrapped up.
Let him know, Salem. Let him know why you're the Apex 2013 champion, man.
Yes, this guy is an absolute monster in his own right, and he was the first Bayonetta to really show us what that character is capable of. Get people complaining, begging for the nerfs on pretty much the first week of the game.
Salem, Zach, Tyroy, you know, those three guys.
And next we have,
history,
coming all the way from Mexico City, Mexico,
phenomenal.
Team Echo Fox, Team MVG MKLEO!
All right, MKLEO, only 16 years old, but a contender for the second best player in the world. A lot of that hinges on his performance today. There's a couple people really hungry to catch up to him. But an extremely calm, killer-like entrance. No expression, no fancy stuff. He knows. He's here to play, and that's it.
He's fighting for a lot. He's done some things, man. Winning, if I'm not mistaken, Zero Saga. I mean, he has some tournaments under his belt. Winning Genesis as well.
Yeah. MKLEO definitely has so many W's, and we could spend probably the rest of the top 8 talking about him.
Very correct.
Salem has proven to be a thorn in his side historically at even some of the earliest tournaments during Bayonetta's release. Salem has taken out MKLEO, and most notably last weekend at Nairo Saga. I think we all remember that picture where there's a tipper forward smash pixels away from hitting Salem.
The stuff of nightmares.
Yes.
You know, Mexico, a very, very strong region. The only thorn in their side, you know, other than, you know, Bayonetta is, you know, matchup unfamiliarity. You know, most notably, you know, I go back to UGC Smash Open. We were all in St. Louis together, and I could tell that Leo just did not know what to do versus Darkshad's Ryu. You know, if there's a character that he's just not up to date with, it's a bad time for him. Or heck, even Javi facing off against Kool-Aid Friday. Kool-Aid was the Pac-Man, and I tell you, Javi just didn't know what to do versus Pac-Man. It was very crazy.
I feel like a large majority of the world doesn't know that matchup. However, Bayonetta, one of those matchups that you have to know. And also, I just heard MKLEO locking Cloud. Last week he picked Marth against Salem. So maybe going to Cloud is going to pay off for him. Who knows? Salem has an extensive history playing against Tweak. They've exchanged sets many times. So I don't know how this is going to play out. I feel like Martha's a very good choice against Bayonetta because his grab game for a sword character is quite good. He's got good grab range, can kill off the throws, combo off the throws.
That's something that Cloud's lacking as well.
Right. Cloud definitely has some combos off the down throw. Not maybe necessarily frame perfect true combos. There are a handful of them, but a lot of convincing stuff can come off of the mix up post down throw or just reading DI. Yeah. However, he's not going to kill him.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. You know, Marth gets that up throw kill at a very, very late percent, but it's still a kill throw nonetheless. And one thing I really like that Marth and Cloud both bring to the table is their ability to kill you very, very early, just like how Bayonetta can. Possibly Marth in certain situations could kill a little earlier than Cloud, just depending on what's happening. As you know, if you position yourself properly, you can land a lot of tippers. You know, you're in for a good time.
Yeah, Cloud, no shortage of power on his end.
Absolutely not.
So I think, given the patient level of Salem's play, I think we're going to see Leo respond in the same fashion. We're going to see him just charge limit as much as possible, try to make Salem come to him. But even if he can't accomplish that, he's going to play a very patient, aggressive kind of style where once he's done getting his charge, you know, either for offensive potential or to make sure he can recover, he's just going to stay at an ambiguous range, somewhat close to Salem, but not right there.
There it is. And you could be the safest defensive player in the world, but it's pretty difficult to get away from Cloud with limit, man. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Salem opening up real quick here with the forward throw.
All right, no combo off the up tilt, though, for Leo. Just going to take one, and Salem jumps away.
Catches him jumping right off the laser with the cross slash. Nice presence of mind.
Leo, one of the most prolific users of the non-limit cross slash.
Okay.
We've already got a full limit online for Leo. Salem not quite approaching kill percent, but well on his way.
Yeah. Heck, both of these two guys are.
Yeah. I mean, what isn't kill percent against Bayonetta, right?
I tell you. All right. Okay, gets the throw. Looks for the chase. Looking for a possibly what could have been a down, excuse me, not down tilt, but a dash attack. Or it could have just been a good old-fashioned limit attack as well.
All right, and we are seeing that patience from both of these players. Salem not running anywhere near MKLEO, but Leo not really in a rush to get it done. That probably won't kill, yeah.
Not yet, but definitely sends a message. Slow and steady. Does win the race, but then catches the up smash with the witch time.
Maybe just needed to be a little slower and steadier.
He wanted to go for down smash, I believe, there, but the platform is in his way.
Oh, man, how did he live that? I thought Salem was just going to go off with neutral airs and take him out. Wow, Leo somehow still alive.
And so is Salem. Fantastic DI. I tell you what, man, we were looking for a very slow-paced match. This match here is moving very, very quickly.
Yeah, they were taking their time at first, but wow, once they got into it, it was super quick. And you saw Leo go for the taunt there too, man. I hope he just doesn't get bodied to follow, because you hate to see that kind of thing happen.
I don't want to see either of these two end up on GR Smash at all. Okay.
But Captain Zach did the taunting and continued bodying. So, I don't know, maybe Leo can carry the torch, but I feel like Salem definitely has something waiting for him very quickly.
There it is. There's a first time for everything. Just runs right up and grabs him, gets the reverse forward tilt. Oh, whiffs a grab, but doesn't quite get punished thoroughly there.
Spacing those back airs on shield, very reminiscent of Captain Zach's Bayonetta against Mars.
Yes, sir.
However, Bayonetta, with one of the scariest moves out of shield being that frame 4 witch twist, don't want to play with fire.
Yeah, because if you play with fire, you're most definitely going to get burned by this character. Gets the witch twist. Okay, lets him off the hook there. Not really wanting to extend that combo. Possibly didn't want to find himself off stage.
Yeah, he recognized that there was nothing coming after. And so smart by Leo, going just for the single hit upward of Climb Hazard and then not going to fire away with the downer hit into Witch Time. Oh. However, he is going to get booted off the right side of the stage there all the way across.
Take it from one end to the other.
87, nothing to sneeze at for Salem, but still, I feel like he's 100% capable of bringing this one back.
Definitely. Again, Leo's utilization of just a regular cross slash, so good, but now limit is online. Salem's going to have to respect it here.
Leo using that additional ground speed and aerial drift to apply safe pressure with his aerials. I like how he just crossed through him with neutral air.
Wow, and I like how Salem just ran up and threw him, man. Just running right into the face of danger. Oh, but you got to respect the dare there that Cloud is possessed with.
Yeah, trying to challenge it with up tilt, it looked like, which from the right spacing actually does work, but it's pretty tough to nail that down.
That it is.
Especially when, again, in limit, you get extra drift, so it's a little bit harder to track Cloud's falling movement.
And I like at high percents how safe Leo plays. Playing with this back to you, just tossing out a lot of back airs, just really keeping you at bay.
Leo was frames away from taking out Salem right there, and now he still has to be extra careful. He should be on high alert right now because 41%, I could see a ladder combo starting here.
Definitely. Salem came in a little too aggressive there with that grab. You got to remember, man, he can spot dodge very quickly after limit cross slash. Okay, afterburner kick right into the nair. Couldn't quite get the travel right off stage, but the dash attack is going to be enough to close it out.
And Leo staying rock solid mentally and just not pressing any buttons on his way down to the edge. Just fell, got back up, took advantage of the stage control that Salem had handed to him, and closed it out with the dash attack. Still a nail biter, regardless of what the percents say.
Yes.
You know how Bayonetta is, and especially against a character like Cloud, whose recovery is very exploitable.
That it is, sir.
Particularly in this matchup.
Yeah, you know, Cloud, a beast on stage, off stage, you know, it just tells a completely different story. We didn't quite see, like, the off-stage pressure that, you know, Salem is known for, especially versus characters with lackluster recoveries, but hopefully he can figure things out here for game number 2. Because like I said in the past, there's always game 2. Okay.
And a couple more, potentially. I don't think we're going to see this kill, but, oh, I like that by Salem, man. Able to just trap Leo on the platform. Knew he wanted to roll toward the center and kept the combo going.
Definitely threw me for a loop that time. I expected to see the down smash again. I actually tried to extend it.
Right. I think he knew that Leo would still be able to survive, and he didn't want to just throw that out, you know.
Yeah,
didn't want to show all his cards yet.
Yeah, absolutely not. And, you know, it's just the Bayonetta thing. You know, you give him an inch, and then they take a mile every time.
Salem definitely taking a mile at the start of this game, man. Up almost 100% over his opponent. Now a little bit over that.
I like that down smash attempt there by Salem. I think he thought that since Salem didn't want to, excuse me, not Salem, that since Leo didn't want to burn the limit, that he would try to jump over the ledge. Nice presence of mind there.
Right. Smart by Leo, recognizing that you'll get another limit, but you won't get another stock.
Absolutely not. Once those are gone, they are gone for good. They gets the empty hop right into the up air. As we know, that's a huge combo starter for Cloud.
Oh, and this time we are going to see a more aggressive offstage Salem just to upbeat into forward air, taking Leo's life. That was a record time. for MKLEO dropping a game. I don't think I've ever seen it happen that fast.
I tell these guys all the time, and when it comes to Bayonetta, it could go to a timeout or it can be a very, very quick game. It just depends on how well Bayonetta can control the overall timing and the pacing of the match at hand.
That was nuts, man. Like I feel like it was too fast for me to even recognize that it was almost over.
Yeah, you blink and he was dead.
Yeah, but of course that is the huge weakness of Cloud. Pretty predictable recovery, definitely exploitable, not a lot of distance, not a lot of hitbox coverage either. And plus, if you do get hit, if he manages to make it back on, I mean, you don't want to give Cloud stage control, but also you're only taking like 5% from that up B.
Yeah. Let's see how well both these two guys here can use Battlefield. You know, these two characters can do a lot with platforms, probably most notably MKLEO. We get a lot of the charge cancel started up.
And also the up airs from underneath.
Oh, yeah. He's in the gym, man. The reps are already starting up. There you go.
And we can also see a higher starting point for the Bayonetta ladder combos. Kind of compensates for the fact that Battlefield has a very high ceiling.
Yeah, the large blast zones here don't really seem to bother Bayonetta much.
Yeah, she can still get it done no matter what. She can also just take Cloud off stage and not be hampered by that. Let's see, though. MKLEO with a slight lead here, but he's got the limit, he's got the momentum, and he's got the stage control, at least for the time being.
Yeah. Leo finding it very difficult to get his feet back onto center stage here. The up tilt catching him of all hitboxes.
Uh-oh. No, Salem overshooting. Oh, and
Did he just
reaching too hard.
That man just which time the finishing touch. That's the first time I've seen that in person.
Yeah, that slow tornado definitely just looks super unorthodox. Salem turning things around so quickly here. It's looking great for Leo for a second, but just not quite ready for some of Bayonetta's own pressure from underneath.
Yeah, you know, that was a nice stall out there on Leo's behalf. I do like the attempt by Salem, though, as well.
Wow.
The bullet climax to try to keep him out there. Nonetheless, finds himself getting grabbed. Can Leo find his way back on stage?
I was so sick from him poking through the stage with up air. A lot of Clouds, you know, they're too shook off stage. Oh, speaking of shook. But yeah, usually you're not ready to just throw an aerial as Cloud. You're focused on making sure you reach the edge. And unfortunately, he charged the limit and tried to cancel just as he had fully completed it. Was still holding down, got finishing touch, and killed off of it.
Okay, that's what happened. Because at first I thought he was trying to maybe throw Salem for a loop, maybe try to fake him out and stall out. But then it's like, but that hitbox lasts so long. Like, that animation is there quite a bit.
I just don't think Leo was aware of how much limit he actually had beforehand. And we're potentially going to see Salem go up 2-1 here if he's able to close out these edge guards. A little bit off the mark, gets up bead. And he's still hanging on, but just barely. 146 on his super light character.
Yeah, you got to watch yourself. I like that witch time attempt there off the right side of the stage, just in case Leo tried to come out with the dash attack. He had it covered.
Leo just barely managing to make it back to the stage here.
Short hop back here. Oh, nice. Punishes the up smash accordingly. Gets him off stage again, but lets him off the hook.
Yeah, again, Leo just drifting to the edge, not wanting to spend a jumper and air dodge. Oh, and he just spends the limit, but no, not enough still.
Not enough money at all. He spent it, but just didn't quite have enough. Okay, trying to fake him out. He looks to catch him there with the down smash that time.
Up air finally going to close it out. 91% for MKLEO. He's knocking on death's door to some degree, but also we've seen Cloud do some crazy things, especially in the hands of an expert player like this.
Yeah, he's definitely on life support, but I don't want to call it yet, man.
And he has to be so careful because one witch time is going to be the end. As long as Salem plays a relatively anti-grab-based game, I think we're going to see, you know, Leo really struggle to peel this one off of him here.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of opportunities, you know, getting ready to come out here, especially on Leo's behalf. You know, he has a bit of rage. He has the limit. Let's see if he can make some magic happen. It's going to be easier said than done, though, especially when you find yourself off stage. Again, the pressure. Not even really looking to, you know, connect with any of those backers. Just really wanting him to burn that limit. As long as that limit is spent, Salem's in a good position.
And there's a lot on the line for Leo as well because Salem is actually 2-0 over him as of recent. This is definitely not the person you'd want to run into first round of top 8 if you're MKLEO, but I don't know. Can we see him defy the odds?
He's starting to open up a bit more here. Hopefully we can see that. Okay, the nice mix-up in the air with the dive kick.
And look at that, Leo so hesitant to press any buttons. Doesn't want to commit to something that can get witch time or just punished at all. Oh no, he's going to force him out.
Okay, gets the limit. Oh, but unfortunately, it was a little too late. But I tell you what, though, you know, he's not being as aggressive. A lot of young players in this game, they're known for being very, very aggressive. You know, they're very flashy. They bring a lot of hype to the table. You know, they're a lot of offense. I think after Naira Saga, like you talked about briefly before the match, he definitely had to cool his jets a little bit. We're starting to see a patient Leo. A patient Leo is a very scary Leo. Uh-oh, and we got a little coaching come out.
Coach Javi on the stage. And yeah, I have to say, you're very right that Leo, despite being one of the youngest top players, definitely knows when to press that cool button and not just rush in and go crazy. I mean, granted, he does have a crazy offense when he knows he's allowed to do so.
Absolutely.
But you really have to play that kind of patient game against Bayonetta. Can't say it enough. Which time is so dangerous, especially for characters like Cloud who don't have the strongest grab game. You have to divert to that Z button instead. Whoa.
Yeah, offense sells tickets. They bring in Twitch views, but the defense is what wins the game.
Hold on. You heard that, though, right?
Yes, sir.
You heard Corin come out for MKLEO.
Okay.
This is definitely new. Definitely new stuff. I mean, we've seen him use this character in the past, most notably at a large Mexican tournament a couple months ago. But I don't know. Is this the time and the place to be bringing this character out?
Let's see. He's doing a pretty solid job right now playing footsies. I tell you, this character has been the stuff of myth here as of late. We don't quite get to see it as much over here in the States.
Yeah, I do think Corin is a very strong character. Not quite sure how she fares against Bayonetta, but as we were talking about before, having kill throws and a good grab game is very useful against her. So maybe we'll see Leo take advantage of that, or maybe we'll just see Salem avoid grabs again.
You know, one thing I'm really worried about, especially on Leo's behalf here, is how big Corin's hitboxes are and how easy it will be for Salem to witch time him.
Very true, but that also means he's going to have an easier time keeping him out with the large hitboxes.
Yes, sir.
So it's a matter of how predictable he's going to be with throwing out those moves to space. So far, it's been working out, but of course, only up about 40%. It's nothing you can really count on.
No, sir, especially when you know, you see Salem utilizing that down tilt and witch time as proficiently as he is known to do, and still finds a way to land the up smash.
That was actually a gorgeous conversion. Salem, knowing he had the time to just get onto that top platform, turn around up smash.
It doesn't stop. Okay. Got a little standoff off stage. I like it, but the nair into the up air, tacking on huge damage. We have ourselves an even game here.
And just going to use the Dragon Lunge right into Salem's feet there. Able to recover using the Paralyzer shot, Dragon Fang shot off stage.
Yes, sir. You know, interesting enough, you know, the covers that he gives himself with this character. It's definitely a breath of fresh air in comparison to somebody like a Cloud, you know.
Oh, and I like that, staying out and using the horizontal arc of Corin's up B to get back onto the stage. Corin definitely with a fairly exploitable recovery herself, but it's a lot harder than going after Climb Hazard.
I tell you what, I don't want to trade with it in any case.
Wow, and Leo getting so much mileage off these Dragon Fang shots. Saying, Salem, you can't just run off and chase me. I'm not Cloud anymore. I have some extra tools in my kit and a little bit of more distance on my recovery.
Whoa! And then draws blood first.
Yep, speaking of tools in the kit, man, that kill throw being a huge one and a big counter there. Did that just do 17% raw?
That did 17%. The crowd starting to come alive here for MKLEO's Corin.
Definitely the surprise of the day. We've seen pretty much business as usual from all the other players, but this one definitely knocking us for a loop. However, Salem ready for that, man. He said, I've been on this roller coaster before.
I know how to fight Corin, but I tell you what, Salem taking MKLEO there for a loop, gets the afterburner kick right into the back here. I think Leo might have thought that he could catch the ledge, excuse me, not the ledge, but the platform, and possibly try to tech. Nonetheless, Salem gets that stock. He's trying to draw this match close here.
He's been doing so well since that respawn, too. Oh, the tech chase with the neutral air, though. MKLEO saying he still has some gas left in the tank.
Yeah, the relentlessness doesn't stop. The nair, though, giving Salem some breathing space, but
so
misses
close.
the bite on the neutral special.
Off the little ball, I guess he needed to cut the charge a little shorter. And now Salem off stage. It is a real dangerous position to be on the edge against Corin. She has so many long-range moves to just, no pun intended, pin you down.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, takes that man for a ride.
And he still had his jump.
Luckily enough, he does
take his jump. drift! That was some of the sickest drifting on a recovery I've ever seen. MKLEO taking a game with Corin!
I haven't seen drift like that since Fast and the Furious
Fast
3,
and
man.
Furious 3,
I tell you. Let me tell you, Max.
I was thinking the same thing, man.
They give Leo an inch, he's going to take a mile. The 16-year-old phenom looking to make a name for himself, a bigger name for himself, excuse me, here at CEO 2017.
Oh, man. Well, Salem now back to the wall. It's 2-2. Of course, both of their backs are to the wall. This is the elimination round for one of these players.
I wouldn't be surprised if both of these two guys came out swinging like a cornered possum. The crowd is alive. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
You think they're showing love for that staying Corin?
I think so.
Wow, 29% off the bat.
A little diversity never hurts. You know, we don't quite see as many Corins in top 8 as we did when Corin first came out. You know, a lot of top players have figured out how to duel this character.
MKLEO showing the world that if the character has a sword, he is darn good with them.
If only I could get this guy to pick up Link.
I don't know. We might have to wait for CEO 2024 for that, man. But here at 2017, we've got the Corrin out in full force. Though Salem definitely not going to give up that easily. Okay, you got your one game with your weird secondary character that I wasn't expecting. Oh, no! What the heck? Maybe you're going to get two.
Wow. The good DI there on Salem's behalf being taken clear into the blast zone, but not quite enough to get dropped off into a KO. The pressure doesn't stop here on MKLEO's behalf.
But those high ceilings coming into play, not enough though. 66% only on MKLEO. How far is he going to run with this lead?
Oh, the low percent Kung Fu coming out, the double up tilt, looking to chase him back down with the nair and the back air.
Corrin, one of the most potent characters in the game at the low percents. Neutral airs and up tilts, down tilts, convert into so much stuff.
Yeah, all of Corrin's aggressions really keep you at bay as well. You know, the fall away forward air converts it to the up air. I love it.
These big combos from Leo and also the landing traps, making sure Salem's not going to get back down. What's he got off the pin? Oh, Salem just swinging big.
Swinging for a home run there that time. I tell you what, if there's ever a time for Leo to come out aggressive, it is now.
And another grab just going to tack on some more damage for Leo.
And maybe this is what he was looking for. I know you spoke about grabs before this match. What he can do outside of grabs is phenomenal.
And also the recovery, definitely a lot safer for Corrin. Got a little bit more to watch out for. Okay. And he keeps rolling into the center. Salem now aware of that.
The pivot grab. Definitely waking him up, putting him on high notice. Gets the forward throw again. Leo finds himself off stage, and this time finding the mark with the bullet climax twice.
Still has his jump, but which time? What does Salem have? No
Dear
tech.
God.
No, it doesn't matter. What? What is happening?
Dear God, Max.
I am at a loss for words at this point. Is that it? Yes. Finally going to take the stock off. Salem very close to going out here. What does he have? Florida going nuts. Possibly for their boy, possibly for this Mexican Corrin that we have not seen at this level of play before, but it takes a bite
out of Salem. Wow. Delicious.
Closing it